Yeah, baby. Happy Sunday, guys. Welcome to episode 64 of the weekly comic wrap up, the show where myself and my awesome guest who's kicking it backstage right now are going to go through the FOC picks of the week, market report, hot topics, and yes, many other things as well. But first, I got to shout out my brother, my good friend Eric, for tonight's beverage of choice. That's right. He gave me some booze from Great Lakes Brewery. It's a beer, and the flavor apparently is pompous ass. I don't know if I could say that, but anyways, that's what I'm drinking tonight. All right. Before we get into the show, there's a few things I want to talk about very quickly. First, I want to share the screen because, guys, something absolutely amazing is going on within the community. It happens every year. I'm sure you guys are already aware of it, but it's called Comics Curing Cancer, man. And I want to shout out, Rob, DJ Links, everybody involved in this. Cliff, I saw you in the chat. Cliff himself, everybody has gone above and beyond to make sure that they hit their target of 50,000 US dollars because they are raising money for obviously cancer research with the American Cancer Society. And they absolutely crushed it, guys. I'm going to share my screen with you. I want to shout out everybody, whether you donated, whether you were part of this, you shared this, anything you did to contribute to this amazing cause. Shout out to all of you because this is absolutely amazing. So here you go. As you can see, they hit the target of 50,000 and they surpassed it by $4,277. There's still time, guys. So from now to midnight, we have 3 hours left here on the eastern side. If you're out west, guys, get those donations in. And like I said, shout out to absolutely everybody. Apparently, Cliff said if they hit $60,000 tonight, he's getting a tattoo of the Comics Curing Cancer logo. Where on his body, we don't know, guys. That's we could only hope for the best, right? But yes, shout out to everybody involved in this. It's absolutely amazing. All right. That's that for that. One last thing I want to announce for the channel. I hit 500 subscribers. I hit 600 subscribers. I've had people ask me, like, dude, are you going to do a giveaway show? I've explained many times how I feel about doing giveaway shows or, setting a benchmark for subscribers. I don't really care for that. But what I do care about are those of you who have already subscribed, those of you who tune in weekly, those of you who enjoy rocking every Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time. So what I am going to do, I'm going to share my screen with you guys. I want to shout out Michael Baker because Michael Baker is donating not one, but 2 slabs, guys. He's donating this amazing Mike Mayhew cover of Deadpool #1 in a CGC 9/8. You get the trade and the Virgin. Now, how are you going to win this? It's rather simple, guys. I'm going to give you guys the details. Like I said, it's for those of you who are always rocking with me every Sunday. The giveaway will happen at any time within the month of October during a live show. So if you're already subscribed, great. If you're not, well, subscribe and be sure to tune in throughout the month of October because at any point during a live show, could even be tonight, who knows, tonight, next week, the one after that, there's going to be a giveaway. I'm giving these away. Michael Baker is giving these away. I won't even take credit. Sorry for even saying it's me. It's all Michael Baker. So shout out to Michael Baker. Please, I know that there's the Comic Book Community Awards ongoing right now. Definitely, if you're going to vote for the best, I think the category is Blue Wrench or whatever, or channel supporter. Michael Baker is always there in everybody's chats, and so is AOA. It's a very, very tough category to vote for if you're going to vote at all. But yeah, definitely got to shout out Michael Baker, AOA as well. Love you both. But Michael Baker, thank you so much for this contribution. So guys, let your friends know. Let everybody know. Those books are being given away. Now, it's time we get to the main event. The main guests, of course, because it's 46 episodes. I didn't realize until I reached out to him that we have yet to hang out over on this side of town, over on this channel. It's not happened yet. It has not happened yet, and it's unacceptable. So we made sure to make that happen this beautiful Sunday night. He's coming back from LA Comic Con. Guys, Paul in the 619. What's up, bro?
BC, what's up, man? What's going on? Before we continue, I wanted to say I've been eyeing comics curing cancer, and man, that's amazing. Because I think the other day I looked and it was like 40,000,
Yeah.
54,000. Amazing. It's
Yeah.
so
They're
yeah,
killing it. They
yeah,
dude, every year,
awesome.
every year hitting their
Yeah,
goals, hitting the targets, and it's for a phenomenal cause, man. It doesn't get better than that. I think,
yeah,
unfortunately, the sad reality is we've all, had to either come across a relative or ourselves maybe battling cancer, or may
yeah,
have lost a loved one. It is out there. It's something that's, unfortunately, although we do this to disconnect from reality, it is a big part of reality. We've had even content creators themselves go through such things. I've lost people to that, right? And so I appreciate Rob and everybody doing the comics curing cancer stuff, because it's incredible. Every year they're hitting their goals, and I feel like they keep leveling up every year. So who knows?
yeah, man.
Next year,
That's
bro,
definitely.
maybe next year 100,000. Imagine, that would be absolutely insane.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
think it's doable. Like and you were also saying that and I mean there's 3 hours left. So there's still time to donate for this year.
yep, exactly. We still have time for this year, Comics Curing Cancer till midnight, guys. So definitely get those donations going. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, absolutely amazing. Now, Paul, talk to me, bro. You just came back from LA Comic Con. Now I know you're
Yeah.
in San Diego. I made sure to rep San Diego.
I know,
Blink
dude. I
182
like
is
your shirt. That's a
repping.
blue shirt.
Yo,
Yeah.
your Padres are playing right now. They're
I know
playing
I'm
right
nervous. I'm like nervous. I don't know how you could be cold and be sweaty at the same time. But I am that. I'm like, and it's funny because I was telling you before we went on that my phone won't stop blowing up. Someone has to tell me what's happening. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I just want them to win. Yesterday, came out, with a lead, and then Otani erased that lead. Man, why do you pitch to
now.
Otani? Just walk that guy, you know.
Yeah.
But other than that, dude, LA Comic Con, like this year, I went with my wife again. It's like the third year in a row. I know I live in San Diego, right, and we have San Diego Comic Con, but I have to say, LA Comic Con is my favorite con to go to.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, I
That's
know.
big. I imagine San Diego. You're not really going there to like back bin dive or find deals on comics. Like, you're going there for the experience. You're going there for all the attractions. You're going there for Hall H, stuff like that, right? Marvel's there. Everybody's there. So LA, I figure probably you have a better time when it comes to the actual hobby, right? When
It's
it
a
comes
little bit more chill. The thing is the LA Convention Center is huge, and like they use the whole space. They're very smart about how they space everything out. It's like they have the video games, the toys, the comics. It's all spread out, so it doesn't seem like. I mean, when you go to San Diego Comic Con to walk from one end to another, it takes you like 30 minutes, right?
yeah,
Over there, you can walk around. You're not bumping into people um, that you don't want to. People you don't want to run into. But it's just an enjoyable time. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. When we went on Friday, we kind of had a late start. We left the house. We took our time.
yeah,
No rushing. Saturday was pretty much the the meat of the day. Where I pretty much was there the longest. Dude, I got some books. The thing is that
yeah,
you know, uh, usually when you go to comic conventions, everything's overpriced.
yeah,
This time around, everything was reasonable. Guys were willing to cut deals.
yeah,
Um, they didn't have all the books that I wanted. I went around looking for some particular issues. Nobody had them.
yeah.
Because right now I'm currently trying to finish a Spawn run, and everybody had anything from Spawn 50 down, but I'm looking for like Spawn books from like 100 to 300.
You're in the hard zone though when you're looking
Oh
for books like
yeah,
that for Spawn.
yeah. No, everything's like just like a regular copy in there is like 20, $30. They're in demand.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, they're in demand, dude. I don't know,
Mhm.
like some books that I see on the market report every week when we go through this stuff, or even on Cover Price's Shakers list. I'm there
Yeah.
and I'm like, man, Spawn books are always doing
Oh, I
phenomenal.
saw your list, dude, and that was cool because and the thing was, usually when I drive up there, on your if you look on your Google Maps, it says, oh, it takes 2.5 hours to get up there. No, dude, it's like 4 hours. But
Yeah, traffic.
this time, no accidents. The flow, dude, people knew what was up on the road. No accidents. Coming home, it only took me 2.5 hours. So yeah, because I told my wife, I can't be late for this show. BC
My
invited
man.
me. If I don't show up, he won't invite me anymore.
I will always, always, always invite you. I was
No,
shocked. I was shocked that when I looked at the list of people. I'm like, man, 46 episodes. Sorry, 64 episodes, and I've
yeah,
never had Paul on. This is terrible. We need to
yeah.
fix this right away.
I,
So
it's funny because when you message me and say, "Hey, Paul, you want to be on my show?" I say, "Man, it's about down time."
I
No,
appreciate
but
that,
I'm
man.
honored, BC. I'm so honored to be here. Yeah, dude. I I told you, how your show, dude. It's top notch, man. Dude, your opening, everything is dope, man. So yeah, you're doing good, bro. You're killing it, and yeah, continued success, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. But
Yeah,
tonight's not about me. It's never about me. It's about you. And guys, if you think I'm having fun on this channel, you should definitely go check out Paul because Paul's got his own channel, which I put in the description of this video. Goes live every Tuesday night with the boys, man, such as W Vlogs, etc. There's so many guys on that list, but there's always good times. And I was telling Paul, I'm like, this is my Wednesday drive-in because I miss the Tuesday nights. I'll be honest with you. And then on the Wednesday, I'm just catching the replay driving to work and I'm
yeah.
laughing because I'm in traffic hearing some of
I
the stuff
appreciate
you
that.
guys
I
say.
appreciate that. Yeah, no, the thing is that I'm very fortunate. I surrounded myself with, guys I trust
Yeah.
and girls. I got girls on my show. And then
Dude, that's like the next level of YouTube content creators. Bro. Like nobody can get women on. Uh, but yeah, man,
no,
that's awesome. So
yeah, we just have fun, man. And the thing is that nothing's better than this community. It's like, you have like you were talking about earlier, have Michael Baker, you have AOA. I mean, dude, that's what it's all about, man. It's just hanging out with like, your homies. And then the cool thing about and I know you agree with this, when you go to the cons and you finally get to meet the people that you hang out with on YouTube and IG, dude, that's the best right there. That's the best. Oh, next year, Heroes Con. I'm going to Heroes Con.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
Heroes Con looks real fun too, man. There's
yeah,
so many great cons out in the United States. I feel like
yeah.
Canada's slacking. We need to up it. Chat, just to, letting you know, I'm scrolling through the comments. Hi to everybody. Hi to everybody. I'm gonna roll through the comments because we have a lot to discuss. In fact, to let everybody know, the FOC list this week is actually the biggest, longest FOC selection list I've ever had to run through on this show in 64 episodes. So just to give you guys an idea, but shout out to Love for Comics, shout out Michael Baker, Cliff, Amadi, my wife who is on the other side of this room, who I appreciate beyond words for always, always holding the fort. You got last son 005 in the house. Phil's Treehouse is here. Luis Mendoza's in the house. I appreciate absolutely every single one of you. Got Pacino. What's up, peeps? Guessing weather delay here also. No, it wasn't because of the weather. There's actually a thunderstorm going on right now. So yeah, but Steph's in the house. You got Comic Ozzy in the house. Kenneth is in the house. So I appreciate absolutely everybody being here. You got Wonder Waffle Zero in the house. You got Rome Alone. You got Eddie Vittori. Dude, so many amazing people here within the chat. Derek, dude, I love Derek. Derek's comments always tend to break me, whether it be in the chat, sometimes on the post shows. But I always appreciate you, brother. Hyper Combo Comics. We know this dude. We know
Yeah.
this dude.
Hopper's the homie. He's the Street Fighter bro.
He is. He is,
He
man.
is.
North 49. Dude, I sent him some toys that I found at Walmart that look
Oh,
it's
nice.
it's basically Street Fighter toys that look like they're in an arcade. It's so cool. So
Huh.
cool. The packaging alone, I would never open it.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
but yeah, man, it's so neat. And first thing he writes back to me is He puts his like sad face. He's like, "How much are these?" Because he knows he's gonna buy it. He's gonna buy it anyways. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, you got Eddie, who I think we already said hi to, so I appreciate you. Comic Book Corner, yes, Armin's in the house. Appreciate Armin so much for being here. In fact, I saw his comment somewhere a little below talking. There you go. 100% saved my life when we were talking cancer, Armin, my brother. Yes, absolutely, and I got nothing but love for you, Armin. We got Canadian survivalist in the house.
Oh, what's up?
TKO Collectibles. Yeah, man. Canadian
Yeah.
Survivalist. Greatly appreciate him. Also, TKO. Appreciate all of you, man. Got Christian in the house. Christian, what's going on? Christina Payne. You know this lovely lady, of course.
Wow.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
she's part of the Amazing Friends, man.
Yep.
Dude, she's awesome. You were saying about that one category about um
Supporting. Yeah.
supporting the
Supporting.
community. Christina Payne, she's in on that list. She's
She's oh
awesome, man.
she's a nominee.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh yeah.
hell yeah, dude! It
Yeah,
gets
that
rough.
that nomin ooh, dude, I'm telling you, the people that are nominated for that category, ooh, they're all deserving. They're all deserving.
Absolutely, dude. I didn't even know she was on there, man. There's just so many
Yeah, I
categories,
know,
so
I'm
many
telling you.
people.
Yeah.
Dude. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. But we
Yeah.
got DJ Wise in the house.
DJ,
Appreciate DJ
what's up?
Wise for swinging by. Spoke about my brother Cliff over here. You saw him
Yeah.
on this channel, raising hell,
What's
raising
up?
everything.
What's up,
Um,
there?
but yeah, man. Hopefully we raise 60,000 so he can get that tattoo tonight. That's what we want to see, guys. I want to see Cliff with a tattoo. Hopefully not a tramp stamp. We don't want no tramp stamps on Cliff, but yeah. But anyways, all right, Paul. It is
Yeah.
time to get into the FOC picks of the week.
Oh,
So
let's go.
for the first time ever on this channel, I have to ask you, sir, are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Baby. All right, guys, as I warned you, this is the biggest and longest FOC selection list that I've ever had on this show because my oh my, it is a big FOC this week. So, selections right here, selected, of course, by Brother Lefteros for the week of October 7th. Now, guys, if you're in the United States, like Paul, no matter what side of the United States you're on, go visit comicnation.us to get some of these books here that you're going to see on the list. And you can get an additional 5% off if you use discount code Black Round. So you're already getting 15% off of the cover price, but get yourself an additional 5. Canada, that's where I'm at, baby. All my Canada west to east. If you want to get any books on this list, well, go visit comiclegion.ca. 20% off already of the cover price. That's what the books are listed at, but you can get yourself an additional 5% off of your first order by using discount code ENLIST. Now, Paul, I always feel the need to give everybody a disclaimer because I don't want nobody to say this guy's pushing books. Hell no. I'm telling you
Oh,
guys
oh, you're
about
not?
the
I thought you
information.
were.
There you go. You buy what you like. If you see something on this list, you buy what you like. So,
Buy what you like.
there you
Yes.
go. We're going to kick it off with the first book being Amazing Spider-Man 61. Here you've got the main cover, and apparently it's going to have the debut of Spider-Man's magic-powered suit. Now, what I love about this is Dr. Doom is in the house when it comes to ASM, but it does not save the fact that I think ASM has been horrific. I don't enjoy it. I dread reading it, but regardless, here you go. So ASM 61. Paul, talk to me.
It's been a while since I've purchased a Spider-Man book. The thing with me is that, I love New Comic Book Day. I enjoy going to the LCS every week, buying the new books and reading them. It's been a while since I've read a Spider-Man book, and it's funny what you said that about how you've been down. A lot of guys that are Spider-Man fans that buy Spider-Man books, that's what they say. They say that it's not as good, but that cover, dude, Doom is hot. Anything with Doctor Doom. So, if Doctor Doom's in the story, I don't know. It might be dope.
Yeah, but besides Doctor Doom, what's amazing is this Scotty Young cover. Check this out. Scotty Young. I find this cover hilarious. The only thing that ruins it for me is the 8 deaths of Spider-Man label at the top of this. So I hope when it comes to print, this is not what it's going to be. But with, of course, 8 deaths of Spider-Man, I'm expecting Scotty Young to bring forth many covers, showing Spidey close to his ends, and the newspaper of the Daily Bugle squishing him is hilarious. So I love this one, man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
dope.
there you go. But all right, up next we have Venom War Deadpool #3. This is the Vecchio variant. Now, on this cover, it's the first cover appearance of Deadpool merged with Princess. Now, if you've not been up to speed with some of the symbiote stuff going on or reading Deadpool, basically, if I could break it down in a nutshell for you guys, um, Princess is what Deadpool named this symbiote, which is a clone, modified version of Carnage, right? So that's the way I will summarize it for you. As you can see, it's bonded with that dog right there, and that's what he labels Princess. And so it looks like it's going to be merging now with Deadpool as of this issue. So I find the Princess stuff pretty fun. This whole story stuff. So I'm looking forward to this for the sake of read.
I like Cullen Bunn. He's a good writer. He does a lot of like horror type comic books. You know, he's done a lot of those in the past. But the thing with Marvel, man, they do mash up anybody. They'll mash up Venom with like whoever.
Yeah.
So it's not a original idea, but Deadpool and Venom, I don't know, that might be dope. But you said like Carnage though, yeah?
So basically, the Carnage symbiote has been cloned with modifications, of course, and that symbiote is bonded with the dog, right? That symbiote is what is labeled Princess, and now Princess, the symbiote, is going to bond with Deadpool, as you can see on the cover. So I think it's awesome. I love the design. I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to seeing how wild this read's going to get. So it's a fun time. I'm sign me up. I'm going to read this
It
one.
kind of looks like a Peach Momoko, but I know it says here it's Roy Mercado. It's a dope cover.
Yeah. Well, the cover is by Vecchio. That's the Vecchio variant.
Oh, Vecchio.
Yeah, exactly.
Luciano Vecchio. Ooh.
But anyways, let's keep it rolling because up next we got Yars Rising #1. This is the cover A, and the comic book here is based on the recently released, critically acclaimed Atari video game, in which I had absolutely no idea about. So now, not only do I want to pick up this book, I want to check out the video game because hey, who knows? I love video games. I love video game comics. Sign me up. I'm gonna be picking this one up.
It might be like a Final Fantasy. Is that what
I,
that kind of game?
not to my knowledge. I'll double check that in just a second. But Paul, you're actually a gamer, right? You haven't played this at all.
No. Well, the thing is that when my son moved out a couple years back, he took my PS5.
Yeah.
So just recently, I put some shelves in my garage and I found a PS4. So
Oh,
I,
nice.
I
Nice.
so I hooked up the
Oh yeah, I
PS4.
saw that. You posted that on Instagram.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hooked up the PS4, but I haven't been able to play it because we were out of town because I went to the LA Comic Con. But
That's
ooh, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to play some games.
yeah. So just to show you guys exactly what it is, and shout out to Leftero for pointing it out in the chat. But yeah, it's pretty much a side scroller. So as you can see, it's a side scrolling game, kind of like Mega Man, where you just
Oh, dope.
yeah, it looks pretty cool, man.
It does look nice.
Yeah, it's actually on Nintendo Switch. So if you guys are familiar with the video game, then you might want to pick up the book. If you're not, well, I want to get familiar with both now. So I'm going to check that out. Mega Man is one of my favorite games ever. So yeah,
You
sign
know,
me
I'm curious. I'm curious about the fat purple guy in the bottom left.
up.
How does he play in the story? I'm interested.
We're going to have to find out. Pick up a
Gotta read the book.
Yeah, I'm gonna download it actually on Nintendo Switch. So there you go. Yars Rising #1, guys. Now,
Very
here's
nice.
another cool one. It's
Oh, there you go.
Arcbound #1. It's an all-new sci-fi title. And it's developed by Oscar-nominated actor Tom Hardy. That's right. Tom
Yeah.
Hardy is actually behind this, which is pretty neat. We all know who Tom Hardy is. I don't think I need to get into that. He's our Venom. Our Venom for now, at least
Mhm.
for a couple more weeks, because apparently the movie's going to be the end. But regardless, the story's by Scott Snyder. You got Drank Thierry and Tom Hardy on this one. So pretty interesting, man. I think I might pick this up.
So the Ash Can came out in last year's New York Comic Con.
Yeah.
So, and those are going for big money. As far as Scott Snyder, he was at LA Comic Con. His line was like super long. But he was there. He was signing books. I think it was for this.
Yeah.
So
Would make sense.
yeah, and then the what do you call it? The Ashcan. I read it. It's actually not bad. It's actually not bad. It's a good sci-fi story, and Scott Snyder, dude, that guy, he knows how to write.
Hmm. Yep, couldn't agree more. But yeah, sign me up. I'm totally gonna pick this one up. So
Yeah.
Arcbound number one, looking relatively interesting by Dark Horse. And up next we have Conquest 2099, issue number 3. First appearance of White Widow 2099, as you can see here. I'm assuming that's her in the back on the cover. Not too familiar because I'm not keeping up with the Conquest stuff. Annihilation was okay, but yeah, so pretty interesting information here. Paul, did you read either of the Annihilation or the current Conquest?
No.
Yeah.
But who's that in the front? That looks like some Dracula looking dude.
It kind of reminds me of Mr. Sinister, and I believe it's Mr. Sinister.
Oh,
So
damn.
yeah, just in 2099.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so Conquest 2099, issue number 3 right here has a first appearance. Now, Dwellings, when Dwellings actually first released, you remember there was a little hype behind Dwellings. And here now we have Dwellings, the All Hallows Eve special number 1. It's a double-sized one-shot of Dwellings. So if you're into Dwellings, you might want to pick this up. Oh, okay, it was Dracula. It was Dracula.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, Dwellings All Hallows Eve special number 1 is on the list this week, and I know that you're keeping up with some of the Energon stuff, and of course, you've I think I've seen you post some of the Ghost Machine stuff, right?
No, unfortunately, that's dude. There's so much happening right now. But that Jeff Johns Ghost Machine, I've yet to get into it
Oh,
because I'm collecting other things. But is this part of it?
so exactly. Basically, we just got Hyde, right? So it happened on Hyde Street. Devour number 1 is here. It's a one-shot spin-off that takes place in the Ghost Machine Hyde Street universe. So
Yeah,
that's the ever expanding universe, continuing to expand here with Devour number 1. It happened on Hyde Street, Devour number 1. My
yeah,
apologies, but yeah. So if you're a fan of Ghost Machine and everything going on within that universe, you might want to pick this up right
yeah.
now. Up
That's
next, we have Scarlet Witch number 6. This is the main cover and first in-story appearance of Amaranth. So if you've not been keeping up with that, Amaranth seems to be a pretty key character right now and a character I'm pretty interested in. Not only is there this, but I want to point this out, guys, because Scarlet Witch number 6 also has a Hops variant where we have the MCU Agatha Harkness depiction by Greg Hops. I like this. I don't think I've seen Catherine Hahn on a cover or have a photo variant on anything in
her
Marvel.
her likeness. No, I don't think I haven't seen it. So yeah,
Exactly. So I think it's got a good potential. We've seen a lot of photo variants do relatively well. Some people are
yeah,
liking the current Agatha show, some people are not. You know what? It's taken me time to adapt to what we're getting, but I'm enjoying it now. I am as we got to the later episodes now, like episode 3, I was okay with it for what it is. Not my favorite cup of tea. Clearly the Penguin is on another level for me. I love the
yeah,
Penguin. But I think this is a good pickup. I think if you can get this signed by Catherine Hahn, I think you're onto something. I think you have a good potential right now by picking this up. But not just this. There's also this amazing 1 in 100
Oh, there you
incentive.
go.
Dude, Lyrics Lee killed it on this cover for
Yeah,
Scarlet
that's
Witch
beautiful.
number 6. I love this.
So is that character you were talking about?
Yes, sir. And it's dude, it's a gorgeous cover.
Yeah.
I love this so much. I believe if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if Lefteros or anybody here in the chat recalls, but I think on FOC there's also this in a trade that is available. So
Hmm.
if you like it, I don't think we have the trade on the slides, but it's just so good. I love
So
it.
is that Amaranth?
Correct.
Is that the character? Cool.
Yeah. I'm trying to find the hold on. I can't find the cover if it's available in a trade or not. But yeah, just wanted to let you guys know it's a beautiful cover. I think it is.
Yeah,
Um,
I like it too.
yeah. So Leftero's asking you for what more selections. No, please. We're at like 31 slides for tonight, guys, and we're gonna keep it rolling. Star Wars Battle of Jakku Insurgency Rising number 4. This is a cover by none other than Alan Qua.
Mm.
First cover appearance of Zeva Bliss. I have no idea who Zeva Bliss is. I have no idea about this book. I will say that if this is what this character looks like, I love it. I love the
Yeah.
character design. Very clean cover as well. I think Alan Quad did an amazing job on this cover. It's kind of interesting. I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, but this kind of makes me want to pick it up. I want to read about this character. It seems pretty cool.
No, she looks dope with a cape.
Badass.
Not a lot of not a lot of Star Wars characters have capes. There's like what Darth Vader. So if she has a cape, she must be somebody. You know what I'm saying?
I like this theory. I like this theory and breakdown of if you have a cape, you don't mess around.
You don't mess around
She's a
with her.
price runner. If you know, you know. Well, I'm gonna
She's a
pick it
spice
up.
runner. Oh, see, there you go.
I'm gonna pick this up. It looks pretty cool, man. The character design looks absolutely badass. So yeah, I want to definitely read
Kind
this.
of gives me that what's that Metroid? What's that the Metroid
Oh
character?
yeah, Samus.
Yeah,
I,
I
I
get
like.
that vibe.
I see where you're going, but
Yeah.
obviously Samus doesn't have a cape, so Samus is less badass according to Paul.
Yeah.
All right,
Exactly.
we'll keep it rolling because we have Ultimates number 6 here. You have the main cover, first team appearance of the Earth 6160's Immortal Weapons. So I'm curious to learn about this. I think the cover is amazing for this one. Again, this one here is done by Dyke Ruin, and I love this. I think this is a gorgeous cover. But besides this one, there's also this
Oh, there you
amazing
go.
cover by Lionel Yu. It's a wraparound cover featuring the Earth 6160 Ultimates and Immortal Weapons. I think this is real cool. I want to see the backside of this. So yeah, beautiful covers, both the cover A and this U variant.
So if that's a wraparound cover, I bet you on the other side are what villains?
So it's gonna be for sure the other side, the Immortal Weapons on that side.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so
Dude, that's
real
cool.
real neat cover here.
Yeah.
Up next, guys, whether you like it or not, we're getting a new Venom. So Venom issue 39, the Gomez variant, is actually the first cover appearance of the all new Venom. Now, of course, the symbiote. We still don't know who is going to be the new Venom, although it almost is confirmed at this point. It's going to be Luke Cage. So I think that's going to be interesting. Paul, you were talking earlier about multiple characters bonding with symbiotes and so forth, but
Yeah.
now Venom himself bonding with Luke Cage. I think that's pretty interesting, man. A story I didn't know I wanted to explore until it was brought to my attention. So yeah, I'm curious about that.
I haven't read Venom, but that sounds like a good jumping on point. I mean, it's right there. It's not number 1, it's number 39. But if I think you said right here, this is when Cage becomes venomized.
So I don't think it's gonna happen within the books, within this book, but it's the first cover of the actual new Venom, as you can see
Yeah.
with like the symbol of the symbiote in the middle, Venom's logo being yellow. So I don't know if the yellow is meant to represent Luke Cage or whatever it is. I
Hmm.
know a little more thanks to Infamous Jeb, which I won't share with anybody until we get closer and closer.
Cool.
But yeah, so I think it's neat. I'm looking forward to learning more about this. So yeah, I think this is a cool cover.
Yeah.
Leftero, while I'm having these conversations, I'm trying to find the back end of this wraparound, but I'm not finding it. So yeah, if you have a link, feel free to drop it in the chat so that people could see it for Ultimate 6. Now, Clayton Crane, Batman, not Clayton Crane, sorry, J. Scott Campbell, Batman, Poison Ivy, talk to me, baby. This is a pure cover grab. You got Batman, Last Halloween, number 2, cover C, J. Scott Campbell. I love this cover, dude. I love this cover so much. This is a
Yeah, it's
favorite cover.
fire.
Yeah.
It's fire. The thing is that, they always come out with this during this time of year. And they're good reads, man. They're good. It's a good Batman read. Not sure what the story is, but dude, J. Scott Campbell, when he does a female, dude, he kills it. And that's an
Yeah.
awesome Poison Ivy.
Listen, I know a lot of people don't enjoy some of the work that Campbell does on
What?
on
Who?
males,
Tell me,
on
give me
men,
names. Give
on
me
men,
names,
on
these two.
men. But I think here with Batman, I like this look. I like the cape placement. It feels old school. The cape feels like an old Batman look. You know what I mean? It almost gives me that
Yeah,
animated vibes for some reason. I really enjoy it. So this right here is a pure cover grab for myself. Yes,
yeah,
Chia, I couldn't agree more.
yeah. It is
Great
definitely.
cover. Love for comics saying sick cover. Dude, it's absolutely amazing, man. It's so good. So good. But anyways, speaking
Oh,
Poison Ivy, speaking amazing covers, Clayton Crane. See, I got ahead of myself, but Poison Ivy Swamp Thing, Feral Trees, number one. This is the cover C, and it is a cover depiction of both characters, of course, by Clayton Crane. It's not so often we get Clayton Crane covers available at Covrprice, and we don't get them. Looking this badass, dude. I like this.
yeah. There's a lot of detail on this, just like with the roots in the tree.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The only thing I felt about this is when you look at Swamp Thing, I feel like I've seen Clayton Crane draw this exact pose before. I don't know why. Just the Swamp Thing, right? I don't know if it was a Venom comic that I'm really dead set on. I can't remember which issue, but yeah, it just seems like I've seen it before when it comes to Swamp Thing. But the overall cover itself, like especially with the addition of Poison Ivy, I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker. I'm gonna pick that up. So yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say, the thing is that Swamp Thing is in the background. Yeah, that Poison Ivy, dude. He's another guy that knows how to draw chicks.
ah, so yeah, no, I agree with you. So shout out to Lefteros and shout out to Michael Baker for both who DM'd me to show me the full wrap around. Sorry, dude, I meant to do this. So there you have it, the full wrap around.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. Very neat. Apologize for the blurriness, but best I could do for my phone. Now, we'll keep it rolling. Poison Ivy, Swamp Thing, Feral Trees, number one, Clayton Crane. Beautiful cover, but here, now we're going
Oh,
to talk
hello.
females. Ooh, baby, it's getting risque. Yeah. I don't know if it's my pompous ass right now that I'm drinking, but these covers are amazing. New variants, of course, for Heat
Holy moly.
Seeker.
Heat
Combustion.
Seeker. Oh, hello.
Number one, you got Tula Lotte doing the one on the left for the nude variant, and of course on the right you have Lyrics Lee doing a nude variant. So look, hey, I don't know if you're into this stuff for
I
your
think they're tastefully done.
yeah
Tastefully done.
yeah. I kind of wish Lefteros didn't blur these out for us. Come on, man. It's a Sunday night. We're going live after 9 p.m. Don't worry, bro.
Yeah.
I will take the YouTube strikes for this. I will take that. Don't worry. If my show gets taken down, those of you live got to see the good stuff. But yeah, man, this is of course two beautiful covers and
Very sexy. Very sexy. Yes.
definitely bringing some sexiness.
Yeah.
Yes.
Almost
Michael
definitely.
Baker, I'm glad you're enjoying. Knights versus Samurai was pretty good. Don't miss. Yes. Dude, I haven't gotten a copy yet. I know I have it on pre-order. I want to read it. Oh no, actually no. What am I talking about? I did read that one. Yeah, no, that one was amazing.
It came out last week, right?
Yeah, dude, it's because I
Last
don't
week.
have the.
Last week. Yeah, last week.
Yeah, I did the horrible thing, guys. I read it online, but yes, I do have my copy with Comic Legion that I need to pick up. So there you
There you go.
go.
There you go.
But yeah, man. So I agree with you. Absolutely amazing. Now let's keep it rolling, guys. Don't miss, because we all saw what happened with Mark Spears' Monster number one, the Bridezilla cover. Now there's so many covers that do have potential. For myself, the far right one. But look at that Spawn homage cover on the left, Paul. You seeing that? That's absolutely sick. I love
Yeah.
that. I know Michael
Yeah.
Baker just like probably needs to change of underwear right now, seeing that cover right on the far left side of a Spawn one homage. But I love that. But even the middle one, dude, at the bottom, I don't know who the cover artist is for that, but that's mean looking, man. That is mean looking and rising in front of that statue of what I believe is Jesus. So cool, so badass. But hang tight, guys, because it doesn't end here with these covers. No, we also get a 1 in 25 incentive Batman 423 homage, one of
Yeah.
Todd McFarlane's best covers of all time,
Yeah.
featuring Dracula by Mark Spears. I like this a lot, man. This is cool.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that when I went to LA Comic Con, I was looking for Spawn 230.
Yeah.
The homage of this. of Batman 423. This is really good. This is really well done. It just pops with the red.
Yeah. No, it definitely pops. Left, are they really all Mark Spears covers? Because dude, the guy's dropping fire,
Yeah.
one after the other. I thought it was like someone else doing a cover, but yeah, this is amazing, absolutely awesome. So appreciate Lefteros for letting me know because yeah, these are great covers. Before we move on to the next book, guys, show some love. Guy Uch is in the house. Guy Forge, my brother, already he DM'd me the food. He was ahead of the game because he's busy watching, of course, the Dallas Cowboys is his team. So that's what he's doing. But guys, it's been a while since we've seen Guy. If you want to see Guy back, let's get him in. Let's summon him. Let us know in the chat. Say, Guy, come on BC show. Who wants to see him?
Yeah.
Show of hands. Show of hands. But yeah, Guy, always
Yeah.
appreciate you, bro. I just want to shoot the shit with Guy. It's been too long, man. I
Yeah.
feel like that show would go completely off the
He's
rails.
one of the OGs.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely,
Yeah. When I
Ab-
started watching comic book content, he was one of the first guys.
absolutely, bro. It's Guy.
Hell yeah.
But anyways, let's keep it rolling. Yeah, chat. Like I said, see, Guy's still here. Tell him, let him know. Come on, come on. We want to see you. But all right, Venom War
Oh
issue number
shit.
4. This is the Clayton Crane variant. Of course, we have Clayton Crane doing some of this Venom horse thing that's been going on, and the covers have been doing relatively well. But this black gooey thing, it made
That's
me
the
chuckle.
title.
Made me chuckle.
That's the title. Black
It-
Gooey.
It's so weird. Is this really what we're going with? It says Venom horse, black gooey.
Wow. Well,
Yeah,
the thing is, Al Ewing, he's writing this.
yeah.
I'm a fan of Al Ewing. He's written some good stuff, but Black Gooey, that's a funny title. I'm just like, what? That's I don't know why that's what you go with.
I might have. I may have made a mistake. I should have never called myself Black Crown. I should have just went with Black Gooey. Maybe I would have been a little more successful.
I don't know, man.
Yep. But anyways, Black Gooey, here you have it. Venom
Black
War,
Gooey. All right, let's
issue
go.
number 4, Clayton Crane. But all right, Paul, Universal Monsters
Okay.
Frankenstein number 1, second print. I think you need to time out before I continue talking about that. Leftero saying, I think some people are taking this venomized horse a bit too seriously. Couldn't agree more, guys.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more. Just enjoy
Yeah.
it. It's a fun time, man. That's all it is. Comics are fun.
Yeah.
But Universal Monsters Frankenstein number 1. This is the second printing, and it's a new vision of the Universal Studios horror classic. I don't know if you had the opportunity, Paul, or anybody here in the chat to pick up the first print or even just give this a read. I think it was very unique. It was a cool read. Well done. On a second print, I don't think you have anything to lose for Covrprice to just pick this up for the sake of read. Like it was really cool. I hope we get to see more out of this. So that's pretty cool.
The thing is that I know they're bringing the Universal monsters back. The first one was Dracula, and then the second one was a creature from the Black Lagoon. So I believe this is the third monster
Mhm.
Universal monster brought out. So I read the Dracula one, and artistically, oh, it was a beautiful book. Every issue
Yeah.
in that run was beautiful. I didn't read the creature from the Black Lagoon. It's just that monster in there, you know what I mean, didn't really do anything for me. But Frankenstein's one is up there, man. That's dope. I haven't read it, but yeah, I could see me getting it though.
Yeah, and yeah, I agree with everybody in the chat who is now obviously acknowledging the cover, and it's just absolutely amazing. Beautiful cover. Couldn't agree more. Derek saying, you can hear him saying flower. Yeah, dude.
That's a good
Like I said, for the sake of read, you're winning. For the cover alone, you're winning. I think it's
one.
on both sides of the point. So yeah, this is a hands down no brainer pickup for somebody like me. But we'll keep it rolling because Deadpool 8 also
Whoa.
has the 1 in 100 incentive featuring Ellie as Deadpool on the cover by Derek Chu. I love this. I think Derek Chu, the Derek Chu cover is amazing. Even the cover 8, there's so many great covers when it comes to Deadpool 8. And I'm enjoying Ellie as Deadpool, man. Pretty badass. Pretty badass. I like the design too, man.
You know, um, I already thought that they had a female Deadpool,
Yes, there's
but
been many.
this is supposed to be his daughter.
That's right. It
Yeah,
is his daughter.
yeah. But I'm telling you, man, that cover. Sometimes when they do the variant covers, the incentive, like the
Yeah,
numbered ones, they usually fall flat. This one of 100, dude. That's yeah, that's dope for 100.
yeah, I agree. It's absolutely gorgeous. So Derek Chu killing it on this cover for Deadpool issue number 8, the 1 in 100 incentive, where you get Ellie as Deadpool. Now, like I said, the read was great, so I'm on board. I'm enjoying the Ellie stuff when it comes to Deadpool. But check out this incentive, dude. Nick's NYX number 5, 1 in 50 incentive. X23 cover depiction by Joshua Swaby. I love this cover. I think this is neat, dude. Look at the dead bodies lying on the floor with the pool of blood. This is X23 in a nutshell.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, when you see at the bottom the trail of blood, and she has one of those, she has a claw, that single claw that comes out of her foot.
Yeah, it's there. It's
Oh,
out. You see it.
yeah, and that's where to me, that's like where the blood's coming from. It's like she kicked somebody, and down, she
But yeah,
fucked
it's
somebody up.
a gorgeous cover. I always say Marvel. I knock at Marvel when it comes to incentives on the second prints because they tend to do first printing stuff, but on their first prints, like this one right here, I think is beautiful. So
Yeah, no, they
big
did
shout
good
out
job.
to Swabi on this one, man. I think it's gorgeous. But all right, we're gonna talk Absolute Batman number 1, guys, just for a quick second, because here we have the second print cover A, that is available on FOC right now. So if you were not one of the people who placed their pre-orders for the first print, which surpassed what 200,000 copies on order,
Yeah.
you have the opportunity on the second print. But I want to embrace this cover because it is insane. I love this. The blue, yes. Michael Baker saying it exactly at the same time I was. The blue on this
Yeah.
cover really makes it stand out. The tone, the book, guys, I cannot stress it enough. You don't want to miss out on this. I compare it to Ultimate Spider-Man of today's time, and how well it did for Marvel. I think Absolute Batman is going to fall within that. I think people are really going to enjoy this as a huge, new, refreshing take on Bruce Wayne, on Batman, and I love it, dude. Look at that axe sledgehammer thing he has going, which pretty much is the symbol on his chest. It's just so good, so good. I love this. Dragata is killing it. We were talking Snyder earlier. Snyder 2 makes me pumped about this, but there's also a black and white 1 in 25 incentive for this, which I think is very neat too. I'm going the second print.
Well, the thing is, yeah, I agree. I think the second print's a lot nicer than the first one. I mean, you know how, like, this is the black and white. I actually like the one with the blue.
The blue, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is for
Yeah,
me, I'm going second print, just the regular cover A
yeah,
on this
yeah.
one.
Me too.
Um, yeah. Now AOA says he thinks it looks and sounds stupid. To each their own, bro. Absolutely, you're more than entitled to your opinion. But AOA, I do want to
Read it
put it out
though.
there. I do want
Read
to
it.
put it out there. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna talk. I'm
it
not gonna.
looks and sounds, but read it first, and then decide after that.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that. But AOA, stick around for the market report because a book made the list, and immediately when I put it there, I thought of you, and I'm curious to know if you have that book. So we'll get into that. Derek saying now we know what's in the Bat Cave squat machine. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. But all right, let's keep it rolling because the
Yeah, he
big book.
didn't miss leg day.
Yeah, the at all. The big book, in my opinion, guys, is Kahuri, Reshaper of Worlds. Number 1. This is the main cover and first appearance and cover of Kahuri. There's many beautiful covers for this one. Here you've got the one by Maria Wolf on the far left, which I think is an absolute winner, a stunner, in my opinion. And then you've got the Marvel Animation variant here on the right hand side. But guys, we saw Kahuri within season 2 of What If, and clearly the character was at the forefront towards the end, a big key part of how everything came to close at the season with herself and Peggy Carter, Captain Carter. So, with the way it ended, will we see Kahuri moving forward in the MCU? I definitely believe so. And I think this is a cool change of pace where we're not getting a first comic book appearance and then of a character hopping into the MCU. We're seeing it in the reverse. I like this. I definitely enjoyed the character. Looking forward to learning more about her through comics. Did you watch What If, Paul?
I think I watched the first season. You said the second season?
Yeah, second
I
season.
didn't watch the second season. I'm not familiar with this character. But the thing with Marvel, they like to push diverse characters, and
Yeah.
this looks like something that I that I haven't seen before, and a lot of other people. So I don't know. It could be dope.
Yeah, I will tell you the character is pretty badass, man. Within the What
Yeah.
If season 2, she's absolutely amazing, and I would love to see more of her. And I really do think we will within the MCU. Like I said, with the way season 2 ended, it almost felt like we're gonna be seeing her probably even in live action.
Is she
So
like a shaman or something?
basically like native. Her powers are absolutely wicked, which I really enjoyed. So I think this is good, a good pickup. You have nothing to lose at cover price with, of course, a slight discount from your LCSs if you're getting the pre-orders in early. So
Yep.
there you go, man. And Leftero was saying if she does ever get into live action, this will be a book you would be glad you FOC'd. And I couldn't agree more. I think it's the big book this week. Although there's many bangers, like I said, we are nearly an hour into the show and still on FOC because it was a big list. I do think this is a big one. You don't want to sleep on it. It's not going to be an immediate flip. I don't think that's the case. I know some people, are scouting books for the immediate flip. I think down the road, this is a character that you might want to just keep it aside and see how things play out. So there you have it, guys. Those were the FOC picks of the week. Shout out to Lefteros for bringing us a fire list because it was a big one. I know if he
Yeah.
could, he would have put even more on the list, but I think what did we do? 29 books, approximately 28 books on the list tonight. Shout out to Lefteros. Now, guys, you can support Lefteros by going to visit comicnation.us if you're in the United States, where they already have 15% off of the cover price. You can get yourself an additional 5% off by using discount code Black Crown, so 20% off of your FOC order. And if you're in Canada, go visit comiclegion.ca, where you have 20% off already every single week, guys. You are always getting that discount. But if it's your first order, get yourself an additional 5% off by using discount code ENLIST. And of course, go read the full write ups of everything Lefteros has to say behind these books over on Covrprice. Go visit the website where you can go see all that information. And of course, subscribe to Covrprice over on YouTube because they are the best comic book price guide around, in my opinion. And of course, if you tend to miss me throughout the week from Sunday to Sunday, you can catch me there, of course, on Thursdays. And I know that wasn't the best selling point because nobody misses me from Sunday to Sunday. Anyways,
Oh,
Paul.
no, I disagree. I
Ah,
disagree, bro.
Paul.
The thing with me is that Sunday, is dude, there's so much good content on Sunday. And
Yes,
I make it a point to watch a show because dude, you always showing stuff that I'm not familiar with. So, and that's the cool thing about your show. You let everyone know about comics that are coming up. So yeah, I appreciate what you do.
I appreciate you too, sir, and I
Yeah,
appreciate it. But like you said,
yeah,
many good shows out there. So shout out to everybody who's doing
yeah.
this stuff on a Sunday, and I appreciate you guys showing up here every Sunday. Now, Paul, it's time we get into the market report, where we're going to
Ooh,
look at books that sold on secondary market this week.
let's go.
Well, the last week that just passed, and
Yeah,
it's a pretty fun one, guys. So stick around. Paul, you ready?
yeah, heck yeah.
Vámonos! All right, boys and girls, it's the market report where, of course, I'm looking at books that sold, whether it be on CBSI's list, cover price, eBay, Go Collect, House of Stein, you name it. If you have a YouTube channel and you're just talking books, I'm watching, bro. I'm watching. So let's get into the first book on the list, which was Ghostwriter, Robbie Ray's special number one, first full appearance of Phantasma. CGC 98, 70 US dollars. I know it doesn't sound like a lot to you guys, but the book just came out on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Number six on cover price, number two on CBSI, man. Dude, this character, she graced us with her presence. Um, it was the new champion stuff that was coming out. They were gracing it, tons of characters. They were showing us tons of characters that were up and coming on certain books. This one, the design stood out beyond, in my opinion. I loved the design, so I think this is a good buy-in if you guys bought it for dirt cheap. I'm not saying this character is going to be an absolutely huge character where you're going to make $500 off it. Maybe you will. I don't know in time, but I think this is a cool character, cool design, just for the sake of read. Totally worth picking up.
Does she have a wand in her hand?
Yes, sir.
That's a wand, huh? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, there's a lot going on. And it looks like she has like barbed wire in her left hand and she's got a wand in her right hand.
Oh,
And,
anyways.
and then what is that? She has roller skates? Oh, damn.
Paul,
She's got a lot going on.
I love that Paul's tripping out just on the design. That's
I've never
exactly
seen this person before.
that's
This
what
is
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying is,
a
yeah,
wand,
yeah,
roller skates, and barbed wire.
yeah,
Oh shit! You don't mess with this girl.
yeah.
She's badass.
Yep, exactly. But pretty cool. Now we'll keep it rolling because we're
Hmm.
gonna head into the Baker Shaker territory, guys. Baker Shaker. I forgot to shout him out at the beginning when I mentioned CBSI and everybody else, but Michael Baker every week DMs me comic books that sold on the secondary market sales he saw, and Batman 258 was one of them, where we have the first mention of Arkham Asylum. CGC 7.0 sold for 105 US dollars. It was a Baker Shaker this week. I think that is relatively good. Um, Paul, what's your take on this one? I'm curious.
Well, anything like the first in Batman is money, dude. Everyone loves Batman. You know, as far as like DC titles, there'll be DC titles that'll drop, that'll pick up, that'll drop. A title that I always continuously read is Batman, no matter what, right?
Yeah,
So the thing with Batman, yeah, anything first appearance in Batman, like first Batcave, first Batmobile, any of these characters like Punchline, money. It's money. It's money. So if this is like the first mention of Arkham Asylum,
yeah,
dude, that's a key. It's a key.
right. It's
Yeah.
a pretty cool book, Hyper. I don't disagree with you. Sometimes I feel like I do belong. Um, but yeah, okay. Love for Comics saying this is a good price. What I found
Yeah.
interesting though about this, because Michael Baker sent it to me and I checked it. I'm like 105 US isn't too bad in a 7.0. Let me see what the rest are going for. And ironically, literally a month ago, um, August 21st, there was a sale for 8.5. So you have a way higher grade, and it sold for 110 US
Wow.
dollars. So yeah, whoever picked that one up, shout out to them. I think that was a good buy. But yeah,
Well,
just
it's
give you
funny
an idea.
because now that you're talking about it, ooh, people are gonna go out and start buying
No,
it.
no, I'm not one of those guys, man. I'm not. I ain't
No,
pumping this, yo.
no, I'm just saying. I'm not saying you're telling them,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
they're gonna see this and go, "Oh shit, that's a
yeah.
first appearance of something."
I'm not pushing everybody over to my whatnot after the show and selling them shit. I'm not that guy.
Yeah,
Um, and I will never be. I'll always say that. But yeah, I just like highlighting books, cool books that pop up. And shout out to Michael Baker for bringing us Batman 258 in a CGC 7.0, selling at 105 US dollars. Now, up next, I felt the need to revisit this when he sent me this. I was like, holy cow! Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 4, first appearance of Silk, CGC 98, 147 US dollars. That is a dip. That is quite the dip. And I was just
yeah,
curious to see where it's at. You know what I mean? I remember this book, especially with tons of hype, speculation, even in the pandemic, dude. It was hitting double this, right?
yeah, and that's a 9.8.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a dip.
And I love Silk, dude. I think the character is neat. I remember when Silk first made her appearance within Amazing Spider-Man. They they
Mhm.
they didn't like they lusted each other, bro. Like they were webbed up to the ceiling, right?
Oh, dude, she's Asian girl, dude.
Yeah,
White
man,
boys love Asian girls.
fucking right.
And then you know what? And another thing is that her outfit, it's webbing, so she's literally naked.
My man. Well, not
You
anymore.
know?
Now she actually has a costume. So
Ah, well,
yeah, but in the beginning, that was her costume. And my oh
yeah, I
my,
was gonna say
my oh my.
they
Yes,
didn't, they didn't change it back.
I know
They didn't change
Hyper knows this book very well. Fun fact, the guys, he had to buy himself a second copy because
it.
the first copy he got signed, I believe, by Dan Slott. He actually made it written out to him personally with his name on it. So he went to
Yeah.
get a second copy. But yeah, man. So very interesting to see where this one's at. It's come down by near, well, pretty much half. Now here's a cool one, guys.
Ooh,
Catwoman issue 41. I don't know if anyone's ever seen this before. Anne Hathaway. Oh my, oh my.
yeah.
She
The
looks.
Dark Knight Rises with
Yes, sir.
Christian Bale.
Oh baby. You
Yeah,
know.
that's this dude. This is prime. This is in her prime.
Oh
Ooh,
yeah.
yeah.
Peak. Now, Celebrity Authentics edition of this book right here in a CGC 99 sold for 456 US
9.9.
dollars. Yeah, man. I've seen signed copies as well selling for double in a 9.8. But this cover alone is worth the price of
Yeah.
admission, if you know what I'm saying. This is a
It's a
sick.
virgin. It's a virgin cover.
The cover, yes. The rest, I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, that's dope.
It's a banger, dude. It's an
It
absolute
is
banger. I
100%.
I know people felt a certain way with the actress.
Hyper.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I see his comment saying, "Oh, something is rising." All right, then it isn't. Yeah, Dark
Ooh,
Rooster. But
oh
anyways,
my.
Catwoman 41. I think this is a neat cover, something I've never even seen before. So shout out to Michael Baker for sending this my way because this is now something I'm going to keep an eye out for. Because, like I said, those signed copies go up by double in a CGC 98. You're looking at like 900 US dollars. Like it's not chump change. But then again, I imagine getting it signed by her is going to cost.
You know, she's a like I haven't seen her in anything in a while. You know, my wife, she's a big fan. I know she yeah, I don't know if she does signings, so I bet you if you do have her sign it, ooh,
Yep.
that'd be pretty rare.
Yeah, like I said, there's a few copies signed, so you can definitely check those out. But yeah, very, very neat cover. Celebrity Authentics edition of Catwoman 41, CGC 99, 456 US dollars. Now, we'll keep it rolling. AOA, where are you at, AOA? Because this is the one that made me think of you. Captain America, issue 25, the 1 in 50 ratio cover by Adam Hughes. I love this cover, first off, but
Yeah,
CGC 98 sold for 190 US dollars, which I think is pretty cheap because this is the issue where Sam becomes Captain America, and I love that Adam Hughes went with Captain America busting out of the ice type thing, the
yeah,
vibe to it, especially that we're getting a new person taking on the mantle of Captain America.
yeah.
But
Sam
yeah,
Wilson.
so AOA says he does own this in a 9.6. So there you go. I'm not
Dope.
surprised. This is a total AOA book. I love this cover. Adam Hughes, yeah, I do. His covers are just great. I really do enjoy Adam Hughes' art.
Yeah.
Conversation wise, I would say he's very minimal. I met him at Terrificon. He didn't converse much. It was just
Pretty
signature.
shy?
No, he just seemed like he was just there, right? Like I
Really?
don't, I don't know if he was
He
just alone.
wasn't happy to see his fans?
He was very happy, but I
Mm.
just think, like I said, maybe it was a long day or whatever. But yeah, man, his signature is pretty funny. It's just the AH with like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's very simple. It's
yeah.
very simple. Yeah, it's
I,
very
I, I
simple.
I feel like CGC JSA might have a difficult time when they have to authenticate his signature because literally, I feel like anybody could pull it off. Yeah. But anyway,
100%.
beautiful cover by Adam Hughes. I think this is gorgeous. CGC 98, 190 US dollars. Paul, I might give away a little bit of spoilers. Chat.
Oh,
Very minor. I don't know if it's spoilers. We'll find out. But anyways, Amazing Spider-Man, issue 569. This issue is where Eddie Brock becomes Anti-Venom. CGC 9.2 sold for 285 US dollars. Again, a pretty interesting sale. Pretty interesting sale. And I'll break that down in just a minute. It was a Baker Shaker this week. Paul, what do you think of this book just in general?
okay. So this is the second print,
Yeah,
right? And
correct.
this is the second print with anti venom on the cover. I have the first print where it
Yeah,
just has Venom's face with the teeth, and that's a dope cover. But this is like, dude, first this is a first appearance and a first appearance on the cover. So yeah, no, I think it's a good character. And as far as like you where we're talking about how anything Batman first appearance is worth money, same with Spider-Man, you
yeah,
know?
yeah,
Anything first appearance, and I think anti-venom, because everything Venom, Carnage, Venom, anything in those lines of the symbiotes, yeah, it's a good book. It's a good book to own.
yeah. Now, here's something I want to just share with you guys. CGC 96 on October 2nd sold for 250 US dollars. So not a 92, a 96 sold for $35 cheaper. Um, just a few days prior to this sale. Now this sale took place um, actually, it took place the same day. Same day. So somebody bid on the 9.2 for this price. But just to give you an idea of where the 9.8 stands right now, it's at 645 US dollars. That actually ended now as we are live. Um,
Wow.
and it ended after 47 bids on that. Now, what's causing a bit of the uptick? This book's already been at a premium. People just really love this one, especially if you're a fan of Anti Venom. But I'm gonna spoil a little something. Again, I don't even know if it's a spoiler, but what's been going around right now is this over here. So you can see Regal, the popcorn buckets and everything when it comes to Venom: The Last Dance that's going to be coming out. You have what seems to be anti Venom right there. And is this a spoiler or not? We don't know. Given
Yeah.
that it is the last dance, will they explore multiple characters? I don't know. I don't know. So just wanted to share this bit of information with you guys. It's always the toys that may be giving stuff away. Maybe it's not even part of the movie. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just something they're throwing in as a bonus. Like, here, if you want, get the pair for whatever reason. I don't know. But yeah, man. So that was pretty much kind of the small spoiler here when it comes to that. But regardless, like I said, a book that's always sold relatively well. Paul, you said you have the
The
first.
first print.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one with Venom like showing his teeth.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
There's also there's another one where it's just Venom. Oh yeah, no, that's the one you're talking about. Venom showing his teeth. Yeah, that's I think that's an incentive if I'm not mistaken. Not
Mm,
sure. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I know exactly what you're talking about. It's a very very neat cover. I forgot
yeah,
who.
it's like pretty much all black background with Venom's face, like just looking right at you with the teeth.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a great cover, but yeah, this the second print, and usually, later printings are they're more scarce than the first printing.
yeah. Exactly. Now, guys, we're going to keep it rolling because there's some other fun books like this one, Daredevil
Ooh,
183, newsstand edition, first meeting, of course, of Daredevil and the Punisher. CGC 98 sold for 475 US
wow.
dollars. That newsstand premium is a thing, guys, whether we want to admit it or not.
Yeah.
This is quite the premium for this book. Paul, what's your take on the newsstand side of things? Because
Okay. All right. If we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna talk about it.
yeah,
So as far as me, I'm not gonna pay more because it has a newsstand on it. Um, you know, yeah, I'll just get the one with the Spider-Man stamp or whatever the stamp is.
direct. You're
The
going
direct-
direct. Yes,
yeah,
because a direct copy, just to give you an idea, a sale took place 2 days ago in a CGC 98 at 179 US dollars. So
yeah, that's a big difference. It's
it's
a big
huge.
difference. You
Yeah,
know, I know. I don't know. People collect differently. Like for me, like if a comic was like a Mark Jewelers, I'll pay a little more for a Mark Jewelers, but
yeah,
as far as like a newsstand, not so much. That doesn't to me. I don't care about that.
yeah, exactly. Now, some of you in the chat are already bringing up the point, and it's a great point that this sale was a bit surprising, but I guess the newsstand thing is a thing. Derek saying this is before newsstands were really rare, though, and that's exactly it. So after 1983, by 84, everyone was bagging their comics at the direct market, except newsstands are not rare until after 1983. So exactly, dude. It was kind of puzzling when I saw the sale, but it is what it is. It is a sale that did go through. Now, of course, there's hype, of course, with the Daredevil Born Again coming, and we know that the Punisher is going to be there. So I think the book itself is definitely a neat book to have if you're a fan of both. And of course, with what's coming in the MCU, maybe you want to pick it up. Cool. But that premium is pretty steep in my opinion. But anyways, regardless, Cali Comics is in the house, guys. Shout out to Cali Comics. Nothing but love for
Some
Cali.
Kelly.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you being here in the chat. If you guys missed him, go check him out on The Hunt, man. Tony Sanders' channel. He's doing his thing, man, and it's fun to watch, guys. If you love wrestling, you love comics, well, you're getting the best of both worlds there.
Yeah.
All right, what would a Baker Shaker be without a Spawn book? But another one I wanted to revisit is Spawn 306, because do you guys remember that apparently there was only 50 copies in existence? Well, 142 copies are now on the CGC census in a 9.8. We all
Yeah.
knew that it was bullshit, and clearly it is. CGC 98 sold for 360 US dollars. Michael Baker, correct me if I'm wrong, but when this was the thing, right? Where it was hitting the eBay market, when we were hearing this is gonna be scarce as hell because NetherRealm giveaway, blah blah blah. The book was selling at like 5K. It wasn't there like a 5 or 4K sale somewhere around there. Look at this insane drop.
I know.
360.
That's crazy. I know
Yeah.
this is like the Mortal Kombat variant, right?
Yep. NetherRealm.
NetherRealm, exactly.
Yep. It's insane. I was looking at this and
Five thousand. Ooh.
yeah, Michael Baker was talking to me about how he's wanted this book and he had it on his radar and he did the right thing. He held out, guys. I can't stress it enough. Patience is key. I know that who was it here that was in the chat? Yeah, Sequential Geek talking about, let's say, cover price or just top 10 lists in general being like pushers on the market or whatever. For cover price, I disagree, to be honest with you, because they always say it. If you know, if a book makes our top 10 list, don't buy it. Don't buy it. And that's pretty much something we do here, right? I
Yeah.
just show books on their highs and on their lows, whatever it is. I just like to revisit some books or talk about new ones. This is a prime example of why patience is key, guys. Don't believe all hype out the gate. We were
Yeah.
told, there was 50 in existence, and here you go. So, very interesting. $5,000 sale took place. I think it was a year and a half ago or something like that. And
Well,
now we're
Michael Baker says it was August of 2022.
yeah,
Yeah, right there.
yeah, 2 years ago. There you have it. So it's absolutely insane. This dumb comic is back. They all died in a fire. Surprise.
Well,
Yep.
people got money to burn, man. They don't like to save their money. They just want to get rid of it. So that was a good way to get us some money.
Exactly. But anyways, let's keep the ball rolling because we're gonna show off another cool book, guys. Amazing Spider-Man and the X-Men Arcade Revenge. Do you remember this game over on Genesis, Sega Genesis, and over on Super Nintendo? It was such a fun game. I still play it to this day. But promo insert. This was a promo insert from Total Magazine. Now, Total Magazine had this insert in there, and a CGC 98 copy of this just sold for 500 US dollars, which is absolutely wild, wicked. I don't even know if you would even be able to come across this out in the wild because it was an insert, right? Like I said,
Yeah.
but just to jog your memories, guys. If you're wondering what video game I'm talking about, it's this gem right here. Hell yeah, I remember this game. Like I said, I still play it. I have the SNES Mini that came out.
Yeah.
I still have the original Super Nintendo with all my games, but
Oh no.
I bought the Super Nintendo Mini and I modified it to obviously putting games as such, right? Because it didn't come with the console. And it's a fun game. It was hard when I was a kid. I remember the first stage being difficult as hell, but yeah, man, revisiting this was fun stuff. And like I said, another book I had absolutely no idea even existed is this one right here. Amazing Spider-Man and the X-Men Arcade Revenge. Real cool promo book, man. Did you play the game? Did you ever even hear about this book?
Well, I don't have a. I never had that Super Nintendo. I never owned one of those because I played PlayStation. So I never got to play this game. But Total Magazine, is that a gaming magazine?
No. Total Magazine, I think, covers multiple things. I was actually Googling it prior to doing the show, and I had
Mhm.
seen a variety of different things on it. So I don't know why this was an insert because I
Like,
didn't
can you
see.
imagine having finding like a Total Magazine, opening it up and finding this? That'd be a great find. And being an insert, having it in 9.8, that's pretty dope.
Yeah. So, oh, hold on. Here. Total 1993 special. If I put this up, Hyper is gonna have. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say what I think he's gonna have. But here, look, I'll show you guys the screen. Just give me 1 second. So here's what Total Magazine pretty much looks like. So you see, we got Street Fighter here. They're talking
Mhm.
about Nintendo Explosion. So it's, yeah, it seems like it
Or they
was
talk
more,
about movies.
yeah, it seems like it was more video game based. But then after I see some, oh yeah, okay, they're talking the
Oh, they got some
WrestleMania.
wrestling on there.
It looks like, and it's in the UK. So this
Oh,
is where it's from. Yeah, dude. Yeah, Terminator. That's badass. Nintendo kickoff. Some cool things, man. Oh, dude, I remember this was a tough game, man. The Aladdin game. Another fun one. They actually just did a remake of it, so that's pretty fun. I don't know. I'm going through memory lane with stuff like this right now, but let's bring back the
very cool.
market report. So, yeah, pretty cool. Amazing Spider-Man and X-Men Arcade Revenge, man. Absolutely wicked. Shout out to my brother Steve who's in the house, man. Team Nerd Herd is kicking it in the chat, so show them some love. Go subscribe to
Yeah.
Nearing Nirvana,
What's up,
where
Steve?
they go live, man. They go live and do some awesome things. And then you got Hawk in the house, man. Hawk, how's it going, bro? We all experienced the StreamYard price hike, bro. I know Hawk took a little pause. There's a new platform out there, that you might want to know about. I might
Which
be
one is he
switching over.
using?
Yeah, I might be switching over. But anyways, let's keep it rolling. We've got New Mutants in 94. Paul, you talked Mark Jewelers. Here we go. Mark Jeweler, baby. CGC 98 sold for 690 US dollars. Live field cover, of course. Cover price daily shaker on this one. A very interesting sale, in my opinion. The Mark Jewelers premiums, baby. That's
Yeah.
just how it goes.
Yeah. Well, 9.8. You know, the thing is like when you slab that stuff, um, you definitely want them to say on the label that it's Mark Jewelers, because I know sometimes CGC they'll mess up and they'll put a Mark Jeweler into a case and not mark it in the in the on the label.
Yeah,
But the thing is, I think even though it's not in the label, if you turn it sideways, I think you can peek it.
yeah.
Am I correct,
I
Jack? Am I correct?
I'm not too sure, to be honest with you, but I disagree with you. Come on, Paul. CGC doesn't make mistakes. Never. Never.
Oh, I'm sorry. They're one of your sponsors. I'm sorry.
No, they're not. They're not. And you know what, man?
That'd
Even
be
if they
funny.
were, Paul, I'm a collector before I am a YouTuber or any of this stuff. So I would be the first one to tell them, guys,
So
get your.
Michael did say it. Michael did say it. He said you can see the insert from the top of the book. All right,
Oh, there
good.
you go. So there you
Yeah,
go. That's pretty cool. But yeah, man, pretty interesting sale, man. What it's crazy to see what newsstand premiums go for. CGC 98, 690 US dollars.
well, the weird thing is that that's a book that you could find in a dollar bin if you got super lucky. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Because you know sometimes guys don't look, and they throw it in the dollar book, the dollar box, and you look through it and you see it, and you're like, oh, your hands start shaking. You're like,
yeah. But I do
really
want to.
happening?
Yeah, exactly. But I do want to let you guys know that it was a cover price daily shaker, but it's also a top sale. This is the highest it's ever sold for. So 690 US dollars in the CGC 98.
Good for
So
the seller. Good
yeah.
for the seller.
Savage Dragon 183. Spawn being one of the longest ongoing indie titles or comic books in general. And of course, alongside that is Savage Dragon and issue 183 right here. This is the Chris Jaruso variant and a raw near mint sold for 400 US dollars. This was a cover price daily shaker, and it is also the top sale for such a book. This has never sold higher than this 400 US dollars.
And it's raw. It's not even graded.
Raw dog, baby.
Wow.
Yeah. Now it's cool because it homages the issue number one, right? I like that.
Yeah.
20th anniversary, cool. I think it's neat, but I'm curious to know how many of this, copies of this book are out there. I have no idea.
Huh. And the thing too, I don't know anyone that collects Savage Dragon. So the print run must be really small. You know what I'm saying? So if
Yeah.
you are a Savage Dragon collector and you have this, congratulations. That's amazing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. I love it. But all right. Up next, we have Absolute Batman
Ooh.
number one. We
Oh
just
my
spoke about it.
god.
Yeah. 1 in 100 ratio by Jim Lee. CGC 98 pre-sale. Sold for 325 US dollars. Cover price daily shaker. And this is a top sale, guys. The highest sale in existence so far for this book that's been recorded. Um,
Oof.
yeah, 325. I'm curious to see now with the book coming out. Will we see this book now go for more? Will people embrace the new approach of Batman? Are they gonna like this enough to pay a premium? Jim Lee. It's Jim Lee. I don't think I need to say
Really?
more, right?
Yeah.
I think he
Mhm.
he did a great job on this cover. I don't have anything bad to say about it. I'm not the biggest fan when it comes to black and white covers or just sketches, etc. But I think this is a beautiful cover, and given how
Yeah.
the reception will be of Batman, I think 325 US dollars is the highest sale today. Probably not the highest sale we're going to see in the upcoming weeks.
Well, okay, Jim Lee, 9.8. It's a 1 in 100 ratio. And you said, but yeah, there's a big but. The thing is that, dude, you can't go wrong with Jim Lee.
Yeah,
His stuff's fire. This covers fire. 325, I think that's a good price. If you had the cash, if I had the cash, I just came from LA Comic Con. I don't have the cash. I don't have the cash. I spent all my cash. But
yeah.
if I did, I'd buy it.
Yeah, and just to address some of the comments in the chat, yes, it was a pre-sale. I said it. I hope I apologize if I wasn't clear, but yeah, it's a pre-sale. CGC 98 325 US dollars. I do think we're gonna see it probably go for a little more once the book releases. But all right, guys, check out this cover. X23, issue number one, the 1 in 25 ratio by Delato. CGC 98 sold for 1,400 US dollars. Boy, oh boy, is that a penny. Now, this is not the highest sale, but it is up there. Cover price daily shaker, baby.
Yeah.
Sick cover, right?
Wasn't this like okay, if I'm not mistaken, I think this sold for 2 grand at one time.
Yeah, dude, it was up there. It was really
Yeah.
up there.
So as far as this book, dude, this is a dope gelato. Oh my gosh. If again, I have no money. I just came from LA Comic Con, but if I had the money, oh man, that's a gorgeous cover.
Yeah,
That's
I
gorgeous.
I actually think this is one of Deloro's best covers, and I think that is
100%.
probably why we even see such a premium for such a book. I think he absolutely killed this cover. It's
Yeah.
probably one of the best X23 covers. 1,400 US dollars, not being the top sale, but still a very impressive sale nonetheless. I don't know if anyone's gonna come across this in the wild, but man, if you see, somebody selling this for a fair price, man, you might want to pick it up,
Yeah.
because this goes for a premium. No matter, like I said, the price right now that you're seeing at 1,400 is not the high sale, but it is still a book that commands such a price. So
The thing with me is that I love this cover so much, and I love the character. The thing is, in the MCU, they did a good job. I love the girl that plays the character. I
yeah,
think I think that's not the last time we're gonna see her. Um, you know,
definitely,
yeah.
yeah,
And then the thing is, I would actually buy this in a lower grade. It doesn't have to be a 9.8, but I would definitely would buy this like a 9.0,
yeah,
like a near mint, very fine. I would buy it. And like you said, at a fair price.
yeah. Dude, I would love to come across this raw. I mean, and I know.
Hyper is true. I'm not lying, man.
Yeah, the last two slides, Paul is driving home to the point that he has no money. Yeah, he was at LA Comic Con, but back to the Bookman, I think this is absolutely gorgeous. I like what Michael Baker said because you know what? Now that you say it, I definitely see it as well. But always felt like this cover pose was inspired by the movie poster for Underworld, the first movie, and I see it now that you say that.
Yeah,
It really carries that
yeah.
comparison, right? So yeah. Cliff saying at a fair price, 100% he's a buyer. So yeah, dude, I think it's fantastic, absolutely
Yeah.
fantastic. But check this, guys. I love me some Sonic. I love me some video game books. Sonic the Hedgehog, issue zero, first Sonic made by Archie Comics. CGC 98 sold for 400 US dollars, man. This is a cover price daily shaker, and it's the highest sale of this book recorded to date, man. Very, very interesting. I don't know if this has anything to do with Sonic 3 that's coming out now featuring Shadow and everything else. I think, I have a copy of this book. It's definitely not a 9.8. It's probably at best a 9.4. But regardless, I think it's a neat book to have in your collection. Would I go out paying 400 US dollars? Is this going to be the new trend for this book? I
Well,
don't know. I think you'll be able to find it for cheaper, man. Just keep your eyes peeled, but still a fun book to have within your collection. Paul, what do you think of this one?
I think at a 9.8, I think that's cheap. I think there's room to grow. I know that, we're not talking about money and like
Yeah.
stuff like that. And yeah, yeah, don't be mad at me. You buy it and it goes down. But anyways, as far as Sonic, dude, he's awesome. You know what I mean? That's an iconic character. When you talk about like, Mario Brothers, anything in that status, Sonic is up there. And I know
Absolutely.
I bet you Hyper has this too. He has his book. He probably does because he's into big into video games and yeah, dude, Sonic, dude, it's a dope character.
Yeah.
It's a dope character.
Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't, dude. When you think video game characters, like Sonic is up there
Yeah,
as most iconic, man, alongside Super Mario. So,
yeah.
yeah, you can't go wrong. I like this Sonic the Hedgehog issue number zero. First Sonic
See?
made by Archie, CGC 98400 US dollars. Guys, that was the market report, but hang tight. Before all of you go, 38 rocking with me now. I saw 40 just a few minutes ago. So shout out to everybody who's sticking around. Before we get into the hot topics, I want to remind everybody we're doing a giveaway on the channel. That's right. I'm thanking all of you. Michael Baker is donating these books to give away to you guys, the fine chat. Those of you catching the replay, whether it be tomorrow or within the week, everybody who is already subscribed to this channel. It's our way of saying thank you for coming to rock with us, man. And this is going to be given away as a bundle. You're getting both the trade and the virgin by Michael Baker. He will ship anywhere, as you see. He just said it in the chat as well. So it's going to be shipped wherever, guys, wherever. So it is open to everybody. If you're already a subscriber, thank you. I hit, like I said, 500 subscribers was a great milestone. 600, great milestone. I hope the growth continues to go, but I'm not here for that. I'm not here to pump and tell you guys, hey guys, at 1,000 subscribers, I'm giving you stuff away. There's nothing wrong with people who do that. I appreciate everybody's grind, but for myself, it's just a thank you because it's been an awesome year plus rocking with all of you and really having fun with this channel. And there's going to be more giveaways coming as well. So this will be given away within the month of October. When? Well, it's very simple, guys. Just tune in because it's going to happen at any point within the month of October. On a Sunday where I am live, I might say, fuck it, I'm giving these away right now. Could be in the middle of a market report, could be in the middle of FOC, whatever it is. You guys have the opportunity to win this awesomeness right here. So thank you again, all of you, for hanging out and rocking with us. Now, Paul, it's time we get into the hot topics.
Let's go.
And let me tell you, there's some fun ones. Nothing too crazy, but we're going to get into it. So for the last time, you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Baby! All right, guys, hot topics of the week. Now, we're going to go through some of the stuff that came up within the news within the last week. It's hot topics of the week. It's there. It's in the title. So, first one, I actually missed this last week. I actually had to cut it off because Cliff was going off on the show. Yes, my brother Cliff. I love this gentleman right here. Cliff had a fun time on the show with him last week. Now, I skipped this slide, but I wanted to let everybody know we just spoke Sonic within the comics, and I was talking about the Sonic movie. But we got on Batman Day what seemed to be a crossover of Shadow dressed as Batman, which was pretty neat. It was like a 20-second video. But now we got confirmation that Sonic the Hedgehog and friends are joining the Justice League in 2025. So this is pretty cool. I liked it. Here you've got some information. You can see some crossover here with Amy being Wonder Woman. You got Sonic as the Flash, which of course makes sense. You've got Knuckles as Superman. So we're going to be seeing this in March 2025. A Sonic comic series will feature the heroes of the Sonic universe teaming up with the Justice League. The two groups will have to work together to save their worlds in a 5-issue monthly series written by longtime Sonic scribe Ian Flynn. No artist has been announced just yet. Sonic and Friends will join. We'll get some Justice League inspired mashup designs in the series as well, which is cool. With Sonic as the Flash, etc. As I just told you. So yeah, I think this is cool. Fun little crossover. We're gonna have fun with this, right? We're not gonna start nitpicking at shit. I think this is great for people like my kids. My oldest is a huge Sonic fan. I shit you not, guys. We went Halloween shopping this weekend. We went to get their costumes, and who does he pick? Well, of course, he picks Sonic.
Oh,
And what does he do to his dad? What does he do to his dad? His dad is shopping. That's right. I'm looking around. I'm gonna pick my costume. He's like, Dad, look, there's a Dr. Eggman costume. I'm like, nah. So I had to be. Yeah, I bought a Dr.
that's
Eggman.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's
so
awesome, dude.
you're gonna see me as Dr. Eggman. I actually
Yeah.
I actually
So
took a
cool.
picture, dude. It's absolutely. I can't wait. I'll show you guys come Halloween time. So yeah,
Nice. Nice.
I think it's a good crossover. It sounds cool. I think if it's gonna reel in some kids like my son, right? Into comics, I'm all for it. But
Okay. Oh,
yeah,
so when you pause, you're at you want me to talk.
it's all you,
So
baby. It's all you.
okay. So I get why they do crossovers,
Yeah,
so they could get people like who like Justice League to know more about Sonic, right? And vice versa.
yeah,
Um I'm not a fan of like crossovers like this. It's just in my head I just can't process it.
yeah,
Um I'm not trying to hate though. I'm not trying to hate. I heard your points. That's
yeah,
that's very cool.
yeah,
So we'll leave it at that.
yeah.
We'll leave it at
Guys,
that.
you thought I was kidding, huh?
Let's go.
Dr. Eggman is
Let's
coming,
go.
baby. He's coming.
Dude, that's a real good costume.
Yeah, picture taken
That's
by
a
my kid.
legit,
Better
that's
yet.
a
But
legit
anyway,
costume.
yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. It costs a pretty penny, man, because it's very
Yeah,
accurate.
no, that's it.
Yeah.
That's legit, man.
Yeah. But
Whoa.
anyways, let's keep it rolling, guys. We got news that apparently an animated DC movie with Dick Grayson and Jason Todd is in the works. Now, I'm actually really excited about this because that's right, Dynamic Duo is the title, and it seems that the film is going to be a mix of animation, puppetry, and CGI. So curious to see how they're going to mix the three of that together with this. But the fact that we're getting both Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, let's fucking go, dude. I'm pumped for this. What's your thought, Paul?
Okay, so yes, as far as you saying you're pumped, I'm pumped too. Besides Batman, my favorite Batman character is Dick Grayson,
Yeah,
and the third one is Jason Todd. So I'm not sure. Okay, so it's animated. I don't know who's gonna do the voices, but dude, the thing with DC, they might not make the best live action movies, but their animation is top notch. I'm gonna love this. I'm all for it. I'm
yeah.
ready. Let's go.
I
Let's
love
go.
that we're gonna see both of them together
Yeah,
in this
yeah.
team up.
It
So
should be a fun. Oh man, it's gonna be so dope.
yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Now,
Yeah.
I saw a comment, Derek saying Eggman with painted pants. Look, dude, I weigh 150 pounds wet, man. So the skinny legs is just a given. And Dr. Eggman had skinny legs, so give it to me. Let me have
There
this
you go.
moment. Let me have this moment. But anyways, yes, the dynamic duo is gonna be absolutely awesome. I can't wait to hear more about this, see more about this as we get closer to release because it's gonna be within 2025. The puppetry thing is kind of
What
what's
is that? I
I
just
mean,
saw. I just looked down and saw that
yeah. So
puppetry.
that's more what I'm curious about because obviously animation, CGI. Um, uh, we all know, but puppetry is puppets, bro. It's actual puppets, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we'll see how that plays out in this. So yeah, a mix of animations like Sin City. I guess it looks like that's
Ooh.
pretty much the route it'll go. So we'll see, man. Um,
Hmm. Interesting.
Sequential Geek saying with each advancement in CGI entertainment, the closer we are to having more comic book story arcs adapted without everything on Robert Downey Jr. Yeah. Well said.
Okay. Yeah.
But all right. This is rumors, guys. Rumors, but it seems like we may be getting some casting when it comes to Nova. And who do we have? Well, up for names within the hat, the pool of possible people playing Nova is Zolo Mariduena. Mariduena, right? I did it. Mariduena.
Yeah. Hmm.
Apparently, he's been cast in Marvel's Nova Disney Plus series. Now, there's been no official announcement, but I did see the rumors going around on social media, whether it be Twitter, whether it be, X, Instagram. I saw all of this, and I think this is pretty interesting. I think it's pretty interesting. Clearly, if they're gonna go this route, we're getting Sam Alexander, right? And I think
Love it.
he does have
Love it.
a little older to be Sam Alexander, in my opinion. But if you're wondering where this guy's been before, it wasn't just Cobra Kai, guys. He played Blue Beetle. He was
Yes.
Blue Beetle, and
Yes.
I think he did a phenomenal job in Blue Beetle. So if they do use him for Sam Alexander, hell yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
a
he's a
good.
good actor. The kid's good.
Yeah,
He could act.
agreed, agreed, man. Did you enjoy Blue Beetle?
Yeah, I thought it was a fun watch. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not like my all-time like top 10, but it was a fun movie. And you know what? I like this kid. He's good looking, you know what I mean? He's going to get the girls to come to watch the movie. And then, if Disney Plus, I've been down on Disney Plus. Um I'm ready for like guy leads. It seems like everything that Marvel's doing, it's I'm not knocking the chicks, but I'm tired of seeing a chick being the lead. I want to see a dude be the lead.
Yeah,
And this kid, I think he has the chops.
yeah. Paul, I wish you were knocking chicks, but Cliff saying, great young man, but it tells me DCU is already having problems. That's another thing, if this is in fact true. So we'll see, but I think it would be a phenomenal casting. But speaking more casting rumors, I don't know if you saw this, but apparently they've casted Amadeus Cho. Now Amadeus Cho, I remember the books were popping for Amadeus Cho, the Amazing Fantasy book, even his
Got it. Yeah.
first solo was
Mhm.
getting up there for issue number
Yeah.
one. But apparently,
Astonishing Hulk? Was it Astonishing Hulk?
no, I think it was totally awesome.
Totally awesome. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You're right.
totally
Totally
awesome.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, man, I think if we are going to start seeing Amadeus Cho, are we starting to lean more towards the champions? If that's the case, right? Like
Yeah,
what kind
because
of
they're young. Yep. That's a young team hero book that I would love to see that on the show.
yeah, I would too. Now
Yeah.
Logan Kim was recently in Ghostbusters. I don't know if you saw it, it's the Frozen Empire. But he was in there. So if you're wondering who he
This
is,
kid?
yeah, he was also in the Afterlife one. So yeah, if you're wondering what kind of an actor he is, you can definitely go back to check those out. Although not many people enjoyed those movies, but regardless, the Amadeus Cho stuff is pretty interesting. And yeah, I agree with everybody here in the chat saying AF-15 was pumped so hard, and it was, dude.
Oh, yeah,
The
yeah.
9.8s, I remember 9.8s hitting nearly $2,000 Canadian, dude, during the pandemic. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but it was up there, man. It was definitely up there. So we'll see. We'll see, guys. Just saw this circulating, wanted to share. Now, oh, dude, first, it's the headline of this that makes me laugh. Do you read it? Do you
Boy
see it?
says
So
Mario.
I'll tell you why it makes me laugh because it says Toad Voice says Mario Movie 2 will feature really deep cut Nintendo characters. Toad Voice is fucking Keegan Michael Key, bro. Come on, put some respect on his name, man. When I saw that, I was like, dude, I mean, seriously, this gonna treat Keegan this way? But really deep cut on Nintendo characters, which is cool because this means they're gonna do tons of maybe Easter eggs or inclusions of characters that are really deep cuts that we wouldn't imagine to even see within a movie. To me, this sounds like one step forward to the possibility of a Super Smash Bros. Movie. I know you guys are probably wondering why are you even talking about this. Well, we got the MCU. If we get a Nintendo universe, guys, there's books and other
Oh my
things.
gosh, they could put so much in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look in the picture. Oh, that's a dope game too.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
Now, there's multiple there's hundreds and thousands of characters that can make their way, but yeah, this is pretty interesting. I really hope we do see more within the Nintendo universe, and it's looking more and more like it's going to go that route now with a second Mario movie. Of course, we're anticipating people like, I don't know, Wario, Waluigi, etc., but with the deep cut stuff, I'm curious to see what kind of characters we're going to get. I see this little photo here has even the punch out character there, which
yeah,
it was actually in Mario 1. Like there was a picture frame with that character. So a lot of Easter eggs. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that. But curious to see what kind of other books might spike or whatever. Um, the secondary market always keeps me interested when I see news like this. Miss Paul in the 619 is in the house. That's right. You're Mrs. That's awesome. Great costume. He will remember that forever. Appreciate you swinging by, showing some love, of course, supporting this awesome gentleman here. But all right, back to other stuff, guys. Rugrats and Rugrats are in comics, guys. I just want to remind you that this does exist. But a live action Rugrats movie in the works with CGI
hmm,
babies, that sounds creepy. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I
huh?
want to be
Yeah, how are
seeing
they gonna do
CGI
that?
babies. Paul,
You know, I don't know where you at in like your age. I don't want to get it wrong, but like my
34.
son. Oh yeah,
34.
you're my son's age.
There you go.
I'm old enough to be your dad,
Well,
BC.
don't spank me live on
No, what I'm
stream.
saying is when my son was a kid, when my son was a kid, he loved Rugrats. Dude,
Yeah.
Nickelodeon, dude, dude, back then, dude, they were banging. They had um what was that show called? Are You Afraid of the Dark? And
Yes.
then they had
Goosebumps.
Rugrats. Dude, yeah, he loved all that stuff.
Yeah.
Man. And wasn't that like on Sunday nights? I'm thinking.
Which one?
Like those shows. Was it that like Snick at is it Snick at Night?
To be honest with you, Goosebumps. I remember playing a little more at
Goosebumps,
nighttime.
Goosebumps,
Yeah.
Goosebumps, Goosebumps.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Goosebumps was the bomb, man. R.L. Stein.
Goosebumps.
You
Yeah, yeah.
can't go wrong with R.L. Stein, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, man. So live action CGI babies. I don't know how I feel about it. But regardless, like I said, Rugrats was a thing.
Yeah,
We grew up with that. At least I did.
yeah.
And yeah, man, there's books with Rugrats that if this does come to take place, I'm curious to see what the secondary market would be like when it comes to Rugrats
Yeah,
properties.
and I think the people that would be buying that comic book is not necessarily people that collect comic books, but people that loved Rugrats when they were kids. I think they'd run out and go buy that,
Yeah, yeah.
you know,
I think that
for the
line of
nostalgia.
the night is "Don't spank me live." Yeah. Yo, but now, what's up? Audi is in the house, man. Appreciate you being here, brother. But
What's up, man?
let's get to this one right here because we have Spider-Man 4 apparently rumored to be titled Spider-Man King in Black. There's been a lot of rumors, of course, since we saw Noel within the trailer of Venom: The Last Dance, and
Yeah, Venom 3.
we don't want to see Noel die or come to close just within one film. I don't. He's not a one film villain. It's
Yeah,
somebody that we need to see more of. He's an Avengers threat. Now, are they going to shift gears to make Spider-Man 4 on this level? I don't know. I always think in the back of my head we did see that symbiote piece left within what seemed to be the MCU, and I strongly believe it's the MCU, and that's why it's there. Um, that could be the story as to why Peter Parker ends up getting the black suit, right? Rather than a meteoroid hitting in Earth 616 or the MCU. That's
yeah,
probably the route they're going to go. Now,
love it.
Spider-Man 4 featuring Null, I don't know because we're looking at Peter Parker now back to basics, right? That's how we ended Spider-Man 3, No Way Home. He's back to basics. He's living in his apartment. Aunt May's dead. Like, Do you think
Yeah,
they would go this route with Null for a Spider-Man film? I don't
it'd be
know.
dark. It'd be a lot darker.
Yeah, exactly. A lot darker, and I'm all for it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Um, Tom Hardy's saying that he's done playing Venom now after Venom: The Last Dance. That is it. Does he mean for Sony? Right? Is that
Well,
what he's trying to say? Is he teasing us?
you know what I mean. Money talks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know, if I think if the money's right, if the role is written correctly, I'm pretty sure he'd come back. You know what
yeah,
I mean? Because you know what I mean. I mean, it's not at the level of Robert Downey Jr. playing Iron Man, right? It's not that level, but I couldn't see anyone else playing Venom. He plays a good Eddie Brock.
yes. Now, just to add to Chia Pet's point, he's saying that Null will never be an Avengers threat in the MCU, and I hate to say it. I hate to agree with Chia Pet at any point, to be honest with you, but he's pretty right because with the amount of villains and characters now coming into the MCU, build up to Secret Wars, Doctor Doom, Galactus, there's so many bigger threats at hand here that I don't know if Null's going to play out. So curious to see how this movie is going to end when it comes to Venom: The Last Dance. We shall see, but I'm not keeping my hopes up high for Null to make his way into the MCU. If he does, great. Sign me up. I'm ready.
Yeah, you know that would kind of be like a slow burn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Definitely like on Venom 3. You know, I don't think you know that shouldn't be the last time we see a Null. You know, show Null, kill him. I mean, he's up there as far as villains. I mean, okay, when I you showed me the slide earlier, I pulled this out. It's a character that I truly believe in. You know,
Yeah, dude, I want one. I still don't have one.
it is definitely a character I believe in. Um, Don Cates, dude, created an awesome character. And as far as like the Venom run, how it kind of ended. It wasn't the most spectacular ending,
Yeah.
but as far as the character itself, I was excited when I saw a little glimpse of him in the trailer. I was like, oh shit, wait, is that Noel? And then to actually say his name, I totally wish they did not say the name on the trailer, just
Yeah.
had everyone guessing. But there's potential there, you know.
Absolutely.
um
Absolutely.
and then the thing with the MCU, I know Doctor Doom right now is what everyone's like kind of whispering. That's going to be the big baddie. But why keep it to one? Why don't just keep it like, keep it open? And the thing with Thanos, what I loved about Thanos, you didn't see Thanos like just straight out. It was always like
Slow build.
little, yeah, it's building little breadcrumbs.
It was
Do
well
that
done.
with no.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be one and done. It definitely there's some longevity in that character. You could use them in multiple times. I mean, they already hinted like when they did the what was it, the ones, the Eternals,
Yes, the
when they
Eternal.
showed the sword at the very end. They showed the what's the sword?
But hold on, are you talking about the Necro Sword?
Yeah, the Necro Sword. They
Yeah.
showed the Necro Sword, and then with even though the movie sucked, the God Thor: Love and
Yeah.
Thunder,
Mhm.
they had hints in that too. So yeah, definitely. I I would love for them to play that out, and maybe down the line. I mean, after Doctor Doom, if they're looking for a bad guy, you know, hey, no could be there.
Yeah. It's funny that you mentioned Thanos because I always say that the build towards Thanos within the MCU is probably what made it the best
Yeah, it was.
part of having Thanos because the
Yeah,
slow build was so good. I'll never forget even the post credit scenes with the "Fine, I'll do it myself." I still use that line, like when he puts his hand in the gauntlet and he's like, "Fine, I'll do it myself" type thing. I do that. I have the actual Infinity Gauntlet at home. And when my wife is like having a hard time disciplining the kids, I do the same line, bro. I put on the gauntlet. I'm like, fine, I'll do it myself, bro.
yeah,
So yeah, man, I love the Thanos builds. I hope we get such a build if they're gonna do it
yeah.
with Null. But anyways, enough Null talk. Andrew Garfield, guys. We were talking Spider Man, but apparently Andrew Garfield is still open to playing Spider Man again. And what's fun here is he says, I would 100% come back if it was the right thing. I love that character and it brings joy. If part of what I bring is joy, then I'm joyful in return. So I like that. I do love Andrew Garfield. I think
I do
he
too.
probably had the best look when it comes to Spider Man
Yeah.
on all aspects. Many stories to explore. He did drop a line within No Way Home, with the fact that he never had the opportunity to fight an alien. So I would love for that to take place. But I was looking at Andrew Garfield as of late, and it's funny because I can't help to think maybe because I'm high on Ultimate Spider-Man right now. But say what you want. Say what you want.
Ooh.
Say
Yes.
what you want, guys. He could totally pull off an
Yeah.
older, mature Peter Parker right now. So I would love to see Andrew Garfield come back. Not to knock Tom Holland. I do enjoy what Tom Holland's bringing to the table, but to me, he's not Spider Man up until right now at the end of No Way Home. Um,
Yeah.
this just look wise, man. Like I think he's got it. I think he's got it, and yeah, man. I would love to see him come back. So I really hope for such a thing. But I just wanted to show you guys this, tease it because I think it's fun. But Paul, what I really, really, yeah, there you go. What I really want to talk about is this right here. Joker Folia Dur's audience score crashes below every DCEU movie ever. In fact, it's doing probably just as bad, if not even worse, than fucking Morbius, bro. And
I'm shocked. I'm
yeah,
shocked.
dude, it's crazy because the movie, the first one was very successful, and
Yeah, $1 billion movie.
this is not even coming to a third
Yeah.
of what the box office was doing with the first movie. Now, I said it for months and months building up to the release that I think it's going to be a shit show. I'll explain to you guys why, and I've said it a few times. One, I don't even know why the movie even needed a sequel. It didn't. It really didn't. I thought the ending was fine with him, in the police car and multiple people embracing the Joker and how everybody's got a little Joker in them. And it could also birth a new Joker. It's a standalone thing. We know the DCU, sorry, the gun universe is not really moving forward in this direction. So I didn't see any point or weight to this movie. I didn't even think it fucking needed to be made, period. But what intrigued me, although I hate musicals, Lady Gaga is tied to this, right? Now, Lady Gaga is, in my opinion, when it comes to female vocalists of today's time, one of the best. She's definitely up there, man. You ever see her playing with fucking Metallica, dude? She sang with Metallica, and I was like, hell yeah, get her on a rock album. Let's do this. I want to see it all day, baby. But yeah, AOA estimated weekend gross for Joker 2 is 40 million ish. That is horrific. Absolutely horrible. It's probably what they paid Lady Gaga. Um, the movie itself, I didn't watch yet, but I know the whole movie from front to back. I've been told it. I've expected that it's a musical. It is a full-blown musical with a story that is wonky and an ending that made even more of a disappointing finish to this. So, like I said, in my opinion, the sequel wasn't necessary. Paul, I imagine you were busy with LA Comic Con. You haven't even had the opportunity to watch this yet, right?
Okay, so this is the thing, and don't hate me, people. I haven't even watched the first one. I didn't watch the Joker, the first one. My
Nothing wrong with
son,
that.
my son watched it. He said it was amazing. The first movie, right?
Yeah,
So I did read some of the dudes in the community talk about it. Um, uh, Evil Mike, he's on Trev's show, Trev the Shipping Guru. He
yeah.
watched it,
Yeah,
and
I thought he said good stuff.
he said if you like the first movie, you're gonna like the second movie. And the thing is that I think a lot of people were hating on Lady Gaga playing Harlequin because initially Margot Robbie
Killed
played.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, she killed it. So a lot of people were hating on it, and I think people are staying away because they don't want to see her play Harlequin. But I heard she killed it. That's what Evil Mike said. So those people that loved the first movie, they should give the second movie a chance, and then because he said the acting was really good. He said it's pretty much a continuation from the first movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I don't know why it's bombing. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Maybe the timing's wrong. Maybe it should be playing at a different time, of the year. I don't know.
I don't even think that the time frame has anything to do with it. I think the build up towards this movie as a whole, people all felt already like they pre-made their decision simply because,
Yeah,
like I said, including myself, I didn't feel it was necessary. I didn't feel like a sequel was at all something anybody asked for. I thought the first movie as a standalone was enough. I embraced it for what it was. It's clearly not the Joker that we've all come to love and know throughout these years. Don't forget, the Joker was originally a joke, literally. Batman himself was a joke out the gate. But coming to this now, I expected it. I'm going to be honest. I expected it. I don't know why anybody's surprised to be seeing this. I agree with Eddie saying that, I can't agree with the movie part because I haven't watched it yet, but the press is doing a great job at shitting on this fucking movie, and
yeah,
they're going
yeah.
hardcore on it. But press aside, the people who have watched the movie, especially the ending is something I'm not going to spoil because it's still opening weekend. I don't want to be that guy, but the ending itself, it's just like, dude, fucking just axe it now. Move forward. I think Gunn needs to completely ignore this. Let it be as its own thing. Whatever success it has in the box office, fine, but don't move forward. I think it's done. Clearly, people don't want to see this, and yeah, I will give it a watch. Will I be? I'll be transparent. I'm not going to go to theaters to watch this. I'm already dreading prior watching this. I'll stream it when it's available on IPTV or whatever it is. But yeah, man, not a shocker to me, Paul. I don't know. You said you didn't watch the first one. Now looking at the second one and the reviews, I'm not a musical guy. I'm a musician, and I don't like musicals. That's me. That's me.
The thing, it depends. The thing is like, if it's a musical from beginning to the end, ooh, that'd be a tough watch for me. But if there's parts in it that just all of a sudden start breaking out in in song, if it fits, if it's appropriate, I'll dig it. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
like, to me, thinking like, and I think someone in the chat said it too. Just thinking that I'm going to watch a musical, I'm like, nah, man. You know what I mean?
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
but yeah, I don't know. Again, I haven't watched the first one. I still want to watch it. And you know what? And that's the thing. We have embarrassment and riches. There's so much content out there. You can't watch everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the thing is that we're so spoiled. We get to pick and choose,
Yes.
and
Agreed.
people are choosing to do something else besides watch this.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Exactly, man. But we'll see how it wraps up after this weekend. I'm curious. I think it was, who was it? AOA estimated weekend gross for Joker 2 is 40 million ish. So curious to see what it's going to close out on. But will I give it a watch? Like I said, I'm curious to see what all this negative buzz is around the movie. Hey, any kind of buzz is buzz, right? So negative or positive. I'm curious to see
Agreed.
how bad.
Agreed.
Yeah, even Madam Web. I swear to God, I would never watch that movie. It was on Netflix. I can't stress it enough. Thank God for Sydney Sweeney. She's just so
Yeah. Oh,
beautiful to look at. My oh
yeah.
my. But
Her, and who's the other girl? Who's actually Madam Web? What was that actress's name?
Dakota is
Yeah,
Dakota Fanning or some shit.
yeah. Dude, she's hot too, and they couldn't save that movie. I mean,
Yeah,
and it's all about writing, dude. It doesn't matter who's playing what. If the writing's terrible, it's gonna be a terrible movie.
yeah. Callie, thank you for bringing that up. Saying we put our dollars into the Wild Robot. It was a great movie. I definitely want to go watch that, man. It's looking really, really cool, man. I saw the trailer. It's awesome. AOA saying first Joker weekend was like 85 to 90 million, which is
Yeah,
like I said, we're looking at a third of what
yeah.
the first movie did. So it's not looking good for this movie. But anyways, guys, that was the show. Paul, my brother, I appreciate you being here. Everybody in the chat, just want to put out a quick
Cool.
reminder before I let Paul go and obviously talk. giveaway is taking place within the month of October. Shout out to Michael Baker. Big thank you for donating these 2 books to give away for all you awesome people here. Subscribe to the channel. Those of you tuning in and rocking with me every Sunday night with myself and a new guest every week, you have the opportunity to win this. It's going to take place on a random Sunday night within the month of October. I won't tell you guys when. I'm not going to announce it. I'm not trying to pump my numbers. I just want to say thank you to you guys. And I just think the suspense makes it a little more fun. So this is just a way of saying thank you. Michael Baker also saying thank you to you guys. His way of saying thank you to me for the show, which he does not need to do. So thank you, Michael Baker. And guys, let your friends know, man. Subscribe to the channel if you'd
Yeah.
like. If you like comics, let's have some fun. And yeah, man, come kick it every Sunday night. Now, Paul, forget just Sunday nights, Tuesday nights. Tell the people what's happening on Tuesday nights.
Yeah, I got something going on Tuesday nights.
What is that?
Well, okay. So on Tuesday nights, it's 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern time. I have a community live stream. I have my a bunch of my friends on the show, and we talk collectibles, some sports. Definitely, we give love to the geek culture. And then what I like is that on my show, not everyone collects the same thing.
Yeah,
Everyone brings something a little different to the table. But man, we have a good time. We try to have some laughs. We try to keep it light. Yeah, just having a good time. I started doing that show beginning of this year, and yeah, it's been a fun ride. And the thing is that I'm very honored to be on BC show. I love this man. He's doing his channel and he's doing it right. And yeah, all of the success he's getting is well deserved because this guy is awesome. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say. The thing is, oh, I was nervous because the Padres are playing the Dodgers game 2. I told him, I'm so nervous. I don't know how I could be cold and sweaty at the same time. I was like, holy shit. But I looked at the score. It's like the bottom of the ninth. Padres are winning 10-2. So it's a short series. It's only 5 games. So to come back to San Diego, we're about to win this thing. Being 1-1, that's huge. The Dodgers, they're a great team. They've been a great team for a long time. But I hate the Dodgers. I hate
yep,
the Dodgers. They've slapped us around for years, and then we finally have a good team that could challenge these guys. What will happen? I don't know. And they're not going to give it to us. We're going to definitely have to earn it. But man, I love everybody here, man. Thank you for being here, being in the chat, giving love to this guy because he deserves all that love. So yeah, thank you,
yep.
bro.
I
Thank you, bro.
appreciate
Thank
you,
you for
man.
having me.
Paul, you're the biggest Padres fan I know. So, from one friend to another, I do wish you success, the team success. Of course, they're
Dude, you
winning.
gotta wear that shirt like every time they play because, dude, that's good luck, dude. I'm all
Yeah,
about the good luck, dude. Representing like San Diego, Blink 182.
yeah,
Yeah,
buddy.
I love it, man. Thank you.
My goal is to one day make it out to San Diego. Of course, I would love to go to
Oh,
San Diego
oh,
Comic Con.
dude, we're gonna do up. I could show you around some hot spots. We'd have a lot of fun.
Yeah, dude, it's a
Yeah.
it's a goal of mine. I want to make it out west.
I'm
My
trying to go to
dream.
Canada too, but every time I say I want to go, you guys tell me not to go because it's too cold.
Well, no, you always want to pick the winter months, bro. Come and hang out. Come and
That's
hang
what
out.
I could come out. But uh God willing, one of these days I get to see you, your boy Hyper. So yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. And I've never been to Canada, so that would be my first time.
Yeah, well, if you're coming to Montreal, I could assure you, you will have a phenomenal time. There's some cities within Canada that tend to be a little more boring. It is what it is. Small towns.
Yeah, yeah, that's
That's
what's up.
what it is.
Mm,
But I promise you, we will have a great
yeah,
time if you make your way up to Canada.
definitely.
Myself, hoping to make it out to the West Coast. LA has been my goal. I want to explore all of Cali, man. That's my dream.
Yeah,
But yeah, man. So appreciate you, Paul. Guys, please
yeah,
subscribe to his channel. You can find the information down below in the description of this video. And yeah, man, show him nothing but love. Let's get his numbers up there. Go hang out. Like he said, it's a great time to just kick it with
thank
a
you.
bunch of nerds talking different things, man.
Yeah,
For myself, guys, catch me this Thursday over on Covrprice. Please subscribe to Covrprice's YouTube channel. That's where I go live with Laura, Dr. Yo-Yo, Marty, JB, who makes an appearance here and there. You got Gabe, who makes an appearance here and there. we are doing the shakers on Thursdays, and of course on Tuesday nights they go through the top 10. And for me, I mean, I'll be back next Sunday alongside a new guest, of course. And next weekend is also New York Comic Con, so curious to
Ooh.
see what's going to take place secondary market wise. We're going to look at some cool sales, exclusives, etc. So we shall see, guys. Paul, appreciate
Yeah,
chat. Those of you catching the replay, comment below. Let's get the algorithm
let's
in
go.
our favor. Have yourselves a great week, man.
Go
Adios.
Padres. Go Padres.